our assembly where nobody can leave his party after election. Exactly. If you want to change party, do it during election. After election, you must stay there. If you forget, they replace the person. Exactly. Wow.
Very correct.
So, which one am I going to contest him? As you know, because of the problem they have, some of us who are leaders in the opposition have a president adopted ADC. But I can tell you, before the election, more will join. Yes. More people will come together. Because the opposition needs to come together. Yeah. We are not coming together to wrestle power. If it is wrestle power, can't peterobi out of it. If we are not going to use that power to change the fortune of this country, please count me out of it. I'm not looking for political position. I'm not desperate to be president of Nigeria. I am desperate to see Nigeria change. I live in a changed place. And I tell people that. I live in a place that work. I've been to schools. People have asked me questions. Peter, why did you go to all these schools? I went to them because I wanted to know where those people who went there have different brains. So as we advance now, we have adopted ADC for 2027 election. Okay. We are still battling to take over Labour because that's the right thing. There was nothing wrong. What was wrong in Labour that we find out that people abandoned what we were trying to build into transaction. Yes. It became a mess. So that was it. There's nothing wrong. That's the only thing that is wrong. We don't want to do transactional politics. I was offered a lot by this government. That could have been anything. But that's not what it is. So that's it. Somebody asked about being fair. My sister, I live in this country. This country must change.
Yes. Amen. Amen.
Yes. Amen.
Let me quickly give you a brief definition of who Mr. Peter Gregory Obi is. Once upon a time in the bustling heart of Anambra, there was a man who taught in ledgers, not in slogan. Peter Gregory Obi was a merchant of numbers, the kind of man who would rather balance a spreadsheet than make a fiery speech. He was raised in the market, literally where profit margins were as important as the morning prayers. But the marketplace taught him more than trade. It taught him restaurants, negotiation, and believed that every kobo must have an account. This discipline became the heartbeat of his political life. When Mr. Peterobi walked into politics, he didn't come with the swagger of a warlord or the grandeur of a political dynasty. He came with a banker's pen and the habit of carrying documents in a small folder, always ready to show proof. He was not a man of trust me, but of here are the facts. As a governor, his leadership style was almost monastic. No flamboyant convoys, no endless praise singers, and all wasted spending in governance. While others ruled with charismas and chest beating, Obi governed with caution and quiet firmness. His critics said he was slow, too methodical, stingy, unwilling to play the political games that oil Nigerian system. His admirers said he was the rare one who counted the people's money as if it were his own. In national politics, Peterobi became the reluctant gladiator. His speech were really fiery, but they had a certain scalpel-sharp precision. He preferred statistics to help the country other than slogan. Data to drama. In rallies, while others roared promises, curses to each other and all that, Obi calmly painted the pictures of a frugal, accountable Nigerian. His followers, many of them young, idealistic, and impatient with the old political order. Many of them saw him as a breath of a fresh air, a man whose greatest weapon was credibility upon credibility. Yet, Obi is not without flaws. His caution sometimes looks like indecision. His disdain for political settlements makes enemies in the system where compromise often means survival, and his relentless focus on a fiscal prudence can appear detached from the raw. Still in the theater of Nigerian politics, where many actors perform for applause, Peterobi remains that quiet character in the corner, holding a ledger, speaking only when necessary, but when he does, the room goes silent. He is, in essence, the accountant who wandered into the battlefield armed not only with a sword, but with receipts. Then, there come the obedient movement. The movement that is following Obi to whichever party he decamps to. Imagine the mansion. Imagine the willingness of the people of Nigeria, donating houses, spending for Obi's campaign, and all other political movement activities. A lot of politicians in Nigeria know how much they spend to garner the votes they get. They know how much they spend to get the rally of people. But Peterobi doesn't spend shishi in gathering anyone. Peterobi only spent his speech. He sold his calmness. He sold his credibility. He sold his preach for good governance. He sold his principle of the better Nigeria to Nigerian people, and they bought it with everything in them. So why wouldn't no government seek to work with such a man? We all need to be sincere at this spot. Whether you like it or not, Mr. Peterobi has actually changed the dynamics of Nigerian politics that no one would actually take away from him. I mean, in this video, according to Mr. Peterobi, he highlighted that in this current Tinubu government, that a lot were actually offered to him, probably to support Mr. Tinubu's government, but he outrightly rejected it. In the video, he also maintained that he supports the coalition. I mean, he once said in an interview, to the obedient, his supporters, the idea of him accepting a role under Mr. Tinubu was unthinkable. Many saw it as a political suicide, a betrayal of the movement's ideals. If Peterobi agrees to be anyone's deputy, he will die a political death, one supporter bluntly declared even. So, not to stoop low to accept Tinubu's offer in his government. Obi also, explained his role in the emerging opposition coalition, primarily with the ADC platform. And according to him, he highlighted that it is driven by the need to unify against bad governance and not jockey for position or whatever. And he stated, "My involvement in the coalition wasn't about position, but replacing bad governance with a better one." Obi reaffirmed again that no single group can transform Nigeria. The coalition is about solidarity for a reform. To Mr. Peterobi, to dismantle the structures that keep our people in poverty, that keep Nigerians in poverty, and of course the nagging insecurity all over the country. We must build bridges, not walls. Peterobi maintained repeatedly that his political focus isn't on winning power for the sake of it, but on addressing Nigeria's pressing challenges, such as poverty, the hunger in the land, and substandard education, and of course our healthcare system. According to Mr. Peterobi, "I am not fighting Mr. Tinubu. I am busy fighting against hunger, poverty, education, and poor healthcare for Nigerians. I am not interested in any coalition for the purpose of taking power alone. It is about discussing Nigeria. How do we care about it? Our children being in school." So whether you like whatever Peterobi does or not, he has outrightly, changed the political dynamics of Nigeria. And believe you me, the truth has to be said. If the likes of Mr. Peterobi should in any way form an alliance with Atiku Abubakar, I believe that that's going to be an absolute political shift. Peterobi cannot possibly take an offer from Tinubu's camp. It is Peterobi saying, "No, this is more than the position. The mission is bigger and greater." And for all the noise, for all the speculations, his version remains the one constant truth. You can love Mr. Peterobi, or you can even doubt him, you can hate him or whatever. One thing is very certain in his angle. he has chosen his lane, and as the political machinery churns towards 2027, this decision will follow him, either as the badge of a man who kept his word or the mark of an opportunity refused. Obedience are going to be, popping out their own, stuff the way they could. In 2027, we are going to see how extent the obedience have actually prepared ahead of challenging Mr. Tinubu. That is if Mr. peterobi secures the ADC presidential ticket. It's going to be a big challenge, but let's watch and see what happens. Kindly leave a comment about what you think. If, for example, Tinubu, offered Mr. Obi a slot of whatever. So what do you think about it? And don't forget to smash the subscription button for more videos like this. Thank you.